up?
Guess who we brought in today?
I made my way back.
Yep.
I overthrew Shelby.
Yep. Gabe got rid of Shelby.
Yep.
She gone.
He's wrapped in plastic.
You don't even understand the reference to that joke.
Baby J made that joke earlier. I have no idea what it's from, but it's funny.
So I made a.
Yeah, Shelby's been overthrown.
I
She's not here to
made
defend herself.
She's
got a birthday or something.
Twin Peaks joke because of something that Gabe said earlier.
Ghost Hunter.
And he has no idea what I'm talking about.
Paint liquor. I've convinced him not to paint pink. So.
Yeah.
Sting.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't paint pink."
I said, "Hey, Shelby's not here.
Shelby's not here.
Shelby's not here to whip you if you don't use paint pink."
Yeah.
So.
What? She's gonna like run through the door and be like, "Stop!"
She won't run through the door. She'll probably be in chat though.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell her
probably true.
I'll tell her to come get me. I'm dead to you. That's sad. I don't want to be dead to you, Paint Liquor.
I've watched all of Twin Peaks.
Now you can use the compressor. No, because Christopher's in there. He might attack us. Christopher's volatile.
He's fine.
He is volatile.
He's fine.
He gives you the false sense of security, and then he attacks.
I think you just spend too much time around the man.
I think I've spent enough time to know.
I think I've spent enough time.
Who's this guy? Why is
know.
he not Schlebby or Jen? I've overthrown them. Well, I can't overthrow Jen.
Jen's just not here.
Jen's not. Jen had to leave. I have overthrown Schlebby though. I will wear that hat.
Yeah, he is taking over Schlebby. No, Schlebby just took the nap. She didn't want to be here today.
No, she's here. I just told her no. Megalodon Jaws.
What's up, Megalodon? We have a restaurant called Twin Peaks. There's a rustic cabin in theme with waitresses in plaid shirts tied in a knot and jean shorts. Food is good.
We have that as well.
Yeah.
We do have that here.
I'm pretty sure it originates from the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've actually been to the original diner from Twin Peaks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Which is, yeah. So, anyways, I made the joke to Gabe. I said, "She's dead, wrapped in plastic."
Yeah.
And Gabe was like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Obviously, you've never seen Twin Peaks."
Nope. I have not.
Just
Baby
like
G? No.
There's
it's
a fish
Jabe.
in the percolator.
Jabe. What are we painting?
I am painting
Robot
Reach today.
Heck yeah.
Robot. The ribbit.
That's looking mighty crazy.
Mighty fine.
Yeah.
It's looking mighty fine.
You should just go crazy and paint the base now instead. Just stop painting metal and just go.
Well, you know what's funny is it's actually probably to the point where I should paint the base.
Oh.
Believe it or not, this is actually a good thing that I should do today.
Nice. We did it. Step number 1.
Twin Peaks is a very important series. It's like the first serialized television show that had like an overarching narrative. It's an important one to watch. It's also ridiculous and crazy. I'm surprised Gabe hasn't seen it.
No.
It's a trip, Gabe.
I've never seen a movie in my entire life.
Or it's a TV show, not a movie, but yes.
My statement still stands.
Not sure if what, Ghost Hunter? Log Lady? Yep. Yeah, that shows his whack.
I love that your palette cam is fixed and you put your paint in this off of camera. There we go. Nice. Look at that, guys. We can see it now.
Okay, we'll have to figure it out. We're working on adjusting the palette cam.
No, it's adjusted. It's just not. Your palette's too big.
Oh, is the palette too big?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got to put it where it needs to go. You know.
Well, we'll figure that out tomorrow.
Because it used to be way too zoomed in.
Yes.
Look how much higher the camera is now.
I know. It's very much not zoomed.
Crazy.
I blame Chris.
What color are you using right now?
This is just black primer. I'm going back over the edges here.
Black primer.
Yep.
Need to mark the table for palette placement. We could, or he could look at the camera that's on the screen in front of him. That's also an option.
Hey, Gabe. Logic? Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
We don't need logic
Apparently.
here. We do not need logic here, okay?
What if we super glued his palette to the table?
That would be odd.
It'd be funny.
It would be something.
Or you can look at the camera that's on the screen right in front of you.
Nah. Who needs that?
Nah. We don't need our eyes.
Yeah, who needs eyes? I got ears for that.
So
see with your ears.
So remind me again why you're brushing on black primer.
So
Because it's already primed, right?
right. So, but if you didn't notice already, see how on the bottom the edges have kind of worn away from me handling it so much. The primer had worn away from the edges.
Oh, even on the top too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can actually see a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just going back and putting a couple of layers of primer back on it, so that the paint will better adhere.
Okay, so I tried this, and maybe this was dumb for me to do. I primed my model black. And then I knew I'd be handling it a lot and leaving it unprimed for long periods of time.
Right.
This is my texture trainer, right?
Yeah.
After I primed it, I covered it in coal black.
Yep.
So that it wouldn't do that.
Yeah. That's like a legit thing you could do.
Christian, I don't need your sass.
Give him sass.
I don't need your sass.
He deserves it. Trust me. Trust me.
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. That's the worst.
But you were saying, Gabe?
That's it. That's my story. I guess it was a statement, but my question was if that was okay to do.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Does that work?
Yes, it does work.
Was I wasting paint?
No.
Great. You're here, folks.
I mean, it does exactly what you want it to do, right?
Yeah. Makes it so that it doesn't rub off.
Yeah.
Is that something that you wish you would have done on this one?
No.
Okay.
I didn't really care that much.
Because you can just go back and paint primer on it.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Because the other part of it too is that, like, even if I had painted this a ton, handling it as much as I did will cause full paint to rub off.
Right.
Like, even if I had varnished this model, like, I was handling it enough that it would peel off. Yeah. Or not peel off, but it would rub off paint.
Just because you're just been rough with the way
Well, I mean, you have oils in your hand, and the oils will break down that paint.
Yeah.
Even if you have it sealed, right? Because it's not perfect. And friction is always going to cause paint to wear away.
Yeah.
You know, nothing we're doing is using industrial enough materials, as far as paint is concerned, to affect any sort of real, you know, super duper strong coverage.
Dude, I got some crazy hair going on today.
Yeah, you're pulling a Jason right now. We can do the same thing over here. I can do some crazy stuff. You won't be able to see it.
No.
Because I got black hair. We got black background.
How's it going, T. Schmidt?
We can do one of these. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see it now, sort of.
I like it.
There we go. My crazy hair day. Alrighty. Let's get to painting this thing. Alright, so
what color are you gonna paint it?
Well, we're gonna do the outside of this in some sort of stone.
Okay.
I want it to be pale. I might use red gray for that.
What about beige red?
No, I want to use red gray.
Okay.
Not beige red. Beige red would be too red.
Too red.
Too red.
Ooh. That's a fine color.
That is a fine color.
Yes, Source. His hairstyle did make him go Aussie. How's it going, Awkwardish Panda?
Awkwardish, hello. How do you do? Good to see you again. Thank you again for the raid yesterday. Hope you had a nice, relaxing afternoon, evening.
Schmidt asked, are you doing the base now so you can figure out the downward reflection of colors?
You got it. That is exactly the reason why.
Dang.
So to expand on that a little bit, the reason that this is in a pretty good spot for me to start doing the base is I'm at the point where the base is going to very heavily affect the finished look of the reflected areas of the underside of the model. So what that means is getting paint on this and figuring out what those colors are going to look like when they're done is going to seriously affect what the finished product of this model will look like. So we're doing that right now.
Pantlicker said, can't wait until Baby J does the blood effects on the meat grinder.
On meat grinder? What?
I don't know. I don't know if they're thinking that it's instead of this robot pulling somebody out, it's dipping them in.
Oh, I mean, there's water down there.
Could be meat grinder though.
That's the other thing is what should I paint that as?
I think it should be a portal, not water.
But then I have to do like reflection.
Yeah.
Like OSL.
Yeah.
On metallic.
That'd be sick though.
I mean,
this is a display piece, right?
You're not wrong.
Wouldn't it be cool, chat?
Wouldn't it be cool, chat? I think it would be cool, chat.
They're saying blood. It's an older, wiser, thank you, more bearded Shelby.
It's
true.
This guy. More bearded Shelby.
So do you remember, I don't know if you guys remember when the, I think Snapchat was doing their filters for the first time. They're like photo filters. I was in high school when that came out, so everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, look at all these filters!" And one of them was a gender swap one.
Okay.
And it would, like, basically, you could choose like short hair and beard or long hair and like makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
And it made me look like Shelby. It was very weird.
Hilarious.
I looked like an older Shelby.
Well, I mean, you are related.
Yes. But it was like scary how close.
Well,
I'll have to pull the picture out and show you one day.
I would love to see that.
It's weird.
I would get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing that.
Very odd. But I also had facial hair, so it kind of just like made it like goes over your facial hair with like just the same color of your skin.
Yeah.
So it made my cheeks look really chubby.
Oh, yeah, that would.
It's also a very chubby version of Blubby. Very funny. If Baby Day doesn't turn this into an apathetic robot feeding a human into a meat grinder filling with blood, he's a coward.
Nope. Not a coward.
That's kind of dark. I kind of like that though.
It's like super dark. Also,
I feel like the way that the hand is placed though doesn't work that way.
Yeah. It's definitely like a I'm helping you out here sort of feel.
So you could do water, but water's boring.
It is boring. You're not wrong.
If
it really should be glow?
It should be glow. I don't know what kind of glow though. Maybe like a goo, like a green ooze. You know, it's kind of sewery.
Well, part of me is thinking, like,
make it a Stargate, glowing water.
Maybe even like shimmering water. Like, you know, that kind of like shimmer that you get, in like pools, right? With the light coming through the water.
Yeah, it's a good robot.
And it has that like you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Think about a pool at nighttime.
Okay.
The lights are on underneath the pool.
Beautiful.
And on the ceiling, it has that like wavy shimmer, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I could do that on the other side of the robot.
Oh yeah. But do it.
And then it could be clear, and I could paint in like the person beyond, like underneath the water.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do?
Maybe.
Now hang on.
Hold the phone.
That'd be kind of cool though.
I told you.
So either here's the two options, chat. We're gonna let you vote. Baby J will paint whatever you guys say.
Whoa, hold on. Hold the phone. That's not the agreement we had.
I think
I am willing to take thoughts and opinions.
Do something really hard, says chat. Hold my beer, says Baby J. The people vote meat grinder. That's not your options though. Your options are
no, you don't get to choose.
Either he does a crazy intricate magical portal, goo, water sort of thing, or he paints it blue like regular water, but paints a dude underneath like you're looking through like it's clear water, which is sick.
Gabe's like, I know which one I want.
I don't know which one I want. They both sound really cool. I'm interested on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Game delay. Freehanding the person underneath would be a flex.
I mean, you wouldn't really be freehanding it. You would just be giving the impression of, part of me wants to do it just so I can show you guys it, right?
That's sick though.
Like just giving you the impression of like a body underneath the water. I'd have to like. Yeah, I have some ideas as to how I would do it.
I vote that. That's my vote.
He's high-fiving a Kraken. Yeah, it's interesting. You're not going to convince me that it wouldn't be dope and a serious flex. That's all.
What a cool thing to do, though.
It's realistically, it's about trying to tell a story, right? So, like, the idea is what is happening in this image, right?
I think while it's not an easy option, I think the first thing that people think of with this model would be to do something magical with the portal, right? If they wanted to step it up, but you're like, screw the magic, let's make it water and then paint the dude underneath the water, which is super cool. I think you should do that. That's very unique.
Well, because like.
Also, what color did you just put on that?
On this?
Yeah.
So this is some neutral gray out towards the outer ring here, where it's brighter. And then it's brown gray going into the shadows. And we're going to darken it a bit. We're going to put a little bit of dark flesh on here to make it look like it's starting to kind of rust out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to paint this like super pristine.
Game like said, people would see from the side and think, "What an awesome robot!" Then they would look down the hole and lose their minds. I'm saying, Punisher, the apathetic robot, is making the corpse starch. That's a story.
Yeah, we can start by painting a little bit of water down there and see what it feels like.
Maybe the underwater guy's already dead and the robot is just cleaning out the well.
Grab some jade.
Punisher said, "Paint liquor ruined this for me. This is all I want now."
And some, we got dark emerald maybe.
Funny
color plus get some done. Not quite.
I'm very excited to see this.
Maybe use transparent blue on top. Yeah, that could work. And then we have sky blue. Okay, that seems like a color palette that would work. All right.
How about this paint liquor and Punisher and Mo? How about you guys paint an apathetic robot, turning a body into a pool of blood?
Yeah, I mean, we have them on our website.
It's true. You could get one.
Jabe can give us the store link so you guys can buy one.
Ooh, that's something I should do. Bam. Right there. Click on that thing.
And to those of you who have not been here for the beginning of this,
because I don't do good paint. I'm sure you paint great. I've seen some of your
parts
stuff.
of this model.
You do paint great.
This is a model called Reach from Mindworks Games. We sell this miniature on our website as we distribute in the United States for Mindworks. And it's called Reach. It's one of a 3 set of robotic miniatures that are designed around being empathetic and giving, some cool vibes about things and emotions and stuff like that. And this one is available on our website right now.
Yep. And two other robots, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them is a robot and a guy teaching the robot
Something.
Is like drawing depictions in the sands, is like teaching math, imparting knowledge to robots. It's called Prometheus, which makes sense if you're familiar with the myth.
They don't like the style is very the same. They all fit together style wise, but they're not like all three pieces that go together into one.
No, they're not part of the same like diorama.
Yeah, you could display them together though, and they'd be very very close and look very very similar. Which would actually be super cool to have three of them like on a shelf together.
Yeah, I think I like this idea of doing
painted up. Actually, do they? I'm curious. Are they the same robot?
Are they the same? No, they are different robots.
I don't know, man.
They might be.
I'm looking.
No, because I think the one with Prometheus is a little bit more feminine in build. Like it's got a leaner, more slight physique.
So if we go to miniature,
but I could be wrong because it is also a robot and doesn't have anatomical parts.
Well, it'd be kind of cool if it's like a story of this one robot, you know?
Right? Yeah, no, for sure. And it might be. There's Reach.
Okay, so Reach is this one. It might be.
They're painted differently in the actual original paintings, which leads me to believe that they are in fact different.
They're different, but they all look very similar, so you could.
Yeah, they're similar style.
These two are circle bases, and then the last one almost looks like
Salvation.
No, dude, I think these are painted to be the same one.
Well, look at the original illustration. Or the original painting.
Oh, yeah, it's gold.
Yeah.
I see. Original illustration, yes. And then Salvation looks like it's like the person they pulled out almost.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
You know? That's kind of what I kind of get the vibes of, like the first one's getting taught, the second one is saving a human, this one, and then the third one is them out.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, you could.
Because you can almost see like that ring if you go to the STL.
Paint like your only one is committing body disposal. They're different. Yeah, Prometheus does look more feminine.
Yeah, there's something about it that feels a little bit more feminine. I think it has to do with the shape of the shoulders. The shoulders are not quite as broad. I think the hips are painted a little larger or a little wider. Maybe the way that it's sitting as well, I think is a slightly more feminine pose.
Oh, interesting. And the guy who's teaching the robot is like chained to the block that he's sitting on.
Well, it's Prometheus.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is interesting. I never actually noticed that he was chained to the.
That's cool. They're all circles too, so they would look very cool displayed together. I think that for the March challenge, everyone's gonna have something, and then game delay, you have to paint all three of these.
Yeah, game delay, do it. That's
your,
my challenge to you.
Yeah,
game
that's
delay.
your March challenge.
Is March, you got to paint all 3 of the empathetic robots.
Yep.
I'm not buying all 3. Fine, you have to pick one.
Yeah. I'm not buying all 3. Paint grass Prometheus.
Ooh, you should paint it.
Heck yeah. I could do an installment plan.
Yeah,
It's
one
true.
model a month.
Yeah.
There's your challenges for the next 3 months.
Or
Easy game delay.
just load it all up on a credit card. You don't have to think about it.
Also, I guess you could do that, yeah.
Why worry about the money now when you could be painting tomorrow? Don't listen to my advice. That's not good advice. Please don't listen to my advice.
Not the best
Please
advice.
do not. PayPal Pay in 4, easy peasy. What color is this?
This is Dark Flesh.
Doing a glaze over all of it.
Yeah, so I kind of laid down that initial color, and now I'm doing like a washy glaze type thing. I just want to introduce some more color into the environment.
Gameplay, look, I'm putting together a tavern brawl scene that needs to be done by the end of March. I've got 8 minis plus all the furniture. That's cool. I would love to see this.
What was that again?
A tavern brawl scene.
Ooh. Man, I have such respect for people who do like crazy, complicated.
Yeah, I very much want to do a scene of Helm's Deep, which would be so cool.
Gotta build Helm's Deep first.
Yep.
Get Chris involved. I'm sure it'll go fine.
One brick at a time. Game delays is for something in particular? Is it
this?
No. The tavern brawl.
Oh,
Is it for like a competition or just a something that you're doing a gift for to somebody? Paint like you're off to see what next month's challenge is. I really want to paint the Conquest Long Neck Dino too. Lol Canoe 2, is this noosh or water?
This is just water.
Water.
I want it to dry more opaque. I don't want it to get as blended. I want it to have a lot of texture. If I wanted to have it be like super blended, I would have used something like glaze and wash, medium, or noosh. But I want this texture to kind of sit as it is because I'm going to layer this texture and things on top of it with like dry brushes and things like that. This is just a pass to add like a layer of like color filter over it, while also giving me a little bit of that kind of wash effect. But the idea also is to kind of frame this hole where we're seeing the character's hand and stuff coming out of the
yeah.
the
March
water.
challenge is a brawl scene. Everybody has to paint a brawl scene.
We're gonna use. We're gonna build burnt orange on top of this.
The Conquest minis are really cool. I don't have any desire to play the game, but the minis are really cool.
My goal, at some point in the future, is to have you try that game out.
Didn't you just get rid of all of your minis?
I did.
Yeah. Why would that be your goal then?
Because I think the game is cool and I think you'd find it neat.
But I haven't even played 2 games I've bought with you.
No, hold on. Let me clarify this. This is not a game for us to get into. This is a game that I think would be interesting for you to experience from a gameplay perspective, as we both do game development and design stuff.
I see.
Has a lot of really interesting things going on in it.
I see.
I think you would enjoy it from that perspective. Also, the minis are cool. You know, there's that.
Ghost Hunter, I'm going to start painting a Conquest Tempered Sorcerer tomorrow. Fiery Headed Dwarf.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I got a friend who's working on his Dwegom right now.
Yes, Xenobond. Oz has so many pieces. I'm glad you're trying it, though. It's such a cool model. Fire arc. So what do you guys do with all your painted minis? Are they just all stashed in your homes, or do you give them away?
Well, some of mine I give away.
Baby J primes over them and paints again
all the
time. Baby J has a display case. He's 2 display cases at his house.
I do have 2 display cases,
and they're pretty large. Yeah. And then he has one in his office too, which is got mostly
not my models.
Mostly has Jason's stuff in it.
Yeah, I need to figure something out about that.
Baby J, do you mind showing how you make glazes with Pro Acryl? I've seen slow fuse, but he's not on a wet palette.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of seeing me do it on the palette here. This is my palette right here. What I am doing, here, I'll move up to a part of the palette.
You're just using water, right? You said you're not using
just using
glaze and wash medium. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want, I can use some glaze and wash medium. So generally speaking, the idea with the glaze and wash medium is it gives you a much more balanced glaze. So what I mean by that is when you over thin paint, it tends to break down a little bit. And because I want so much texture in the finish of this, I don't actually want it to dry smooth. I want it to dry like it's staining a little bit. See here? Like I want to build up this texture. So I am purposefully over thinning the paint when I'm doing this. If I was using glaze and wash medium, I would not be over thinning the paint because I would be mixing basically more volume of paint into the mixture.
How awesome would it be if Jordan, you painted the metal rim of the concrete with a metallic?
Oh God.
Just this beautiful non-metallic metal robot, and then it's just the bases. Dark silver.
Dark silver. Sounds horrible.
So funny. Game Delay said, okay, so I don't need to be special, but I admit, if you give me a specific challenges, Jordan, I would probably be unable to refuse them.
If I gave you a specific challenge?
This is what Game Delay says. If you give him specific monthly challenges, he would be unable to refuse them.
I mean,
so here's the thing,
I'll
though.
give you something,
right? Because Game Delay, you generally do 2 entries for the challenges, anyways, right? So do the challenge with 1, and then Baby J will give you a second one. Done. We did it. And it'll be it'll be harsh.
If I make this commit, if I am willing to do this for Game Delay, I have to be willing to do this for everybody.
Well, you could do like yeah. Up to you. Kind of cool though.
But yes, if you want a specific challenge, Game Delay, I'll give you a challenge. I will make it difficult for you.
Paint what he's painting on stream.
Yeah, you should paint this with these colors.
Ooh. Bonus challenges? Bonus challenges for fun?
Like bonuses to the monthly challenges?
Like I think Awkward is just saying like it doesn't have to be like how we do our monthly challenges, but it's just like hey, there's no like winner or anything like that, but here's a challenge. Paint
okay.
It'd be kind of fun.
How about this? I'll make a special challenge because I'm doing these robots. I'll set up.
Punisher says, Baby J, please challenge him to paint an apathetic robot putting a human in a meat grinder.
No.
I would prefer if it doesn't involve buying a $92 model. Fair.
Well. Yeah, well.
That's fair.
Never mind then. Because that was going to be my suggestion. If you have one already, then I'll give you a challenge.
Could be an empathetic robot of your choice.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can pick whatever one you want.
3-color paint challenge: mahogany, sky blue, and bright yellow green. Source says that's a challenge, buying a $92 model. No.
So I'm just adding a little bit of shape to the edge of this by dark lining it.
Ghost Hunter said, game delay, your challenge is to paint a Conquest Tempered Sorcerer and mail it to me for inspection. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, game delay. How about this? I need you for your challenge to do...
How do you feel about painting?
How do you
feel about painting 90 skeletons and then send them back to us?
Yeah, I'll give you the recipe and everything.
Yeah.
And then just make sure they get
I'm going to send you a picture of exactly how they should look.
Yeah.
And I need 90 of them.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, we'll just make game delay paint our stuff. Woohoo!
Is the challenge accepted, game delay?
Also,
how do you feel about that?
Hello, Jade. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Jade. Hello, Chuck. How do you guys do today?
Last day of a 12-week structured cycling training plan.
Oh my gosh. You guys are true champions.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I'm now looking through my 3D printing files for a robot I can paint like this. Heck yeah. Squad. Hey, game delay, I need, for no reason...
no particular reason.
No particular reason. It's not anything big, but it is a diorama of Minas Tirith, and
when do you think you can get onto that?
That's your challenge. Jade said, "Oh, that's been all Chuck. I've been more painting than writing."
Well,
sounds like
props to Chuck.
Yeah. And props to Jade for painting.
Well, yes. Also yes.
Slayer Street said, challenge for game delay. Don't have the neighborhood kid paint your stuff. Game delay says, I do have a Fellowship of the Ring shadow box diorama I'm doing. That's sick.
Gabe's like, ooh.
You should definitely send a picture at least of that. Zorpazorp can help you get started. I found his channel recently because I just got the Lord of the Rings box. Yeah, it's super cool. I need to I want to up my diorama game.
Your diorama game or your terrain game?
Both.
Okay.
But I want to do like a diorama. Like by doing a diorama, it will up my terrain game inherently.
That's probably true.
You know,
I've never done one before, to be honest. Believe it or not.
It'd be fun.
I mean, I've done bases, like plinth bases for models and stuff, but I've never really like done a true diorama.
Yeah. Could be cool.
So you see how kind of giving a light dry brush over that texture has this really nice effect to it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
Awkward Panda, summer long challenge, 3-month-long paint a diorama event.
I mean, if you guys want more challenging stuff and more challenge stuff to do, we can oblige you.
We talked about at one point doing like a longer form challenge.
Yeah.
For those of you who want to do that.
What the big question is
all I'm saying is the people are asking.
Yeah, I mean, what?
That's all I'm saying.
What do you want that to look like?
Yeah.
Like you guys are really driving the interest here, so let us know what you would like to see.
Awkward Panda says, I'm just a nerd enabler. Drugs.
I think it's important for us to get an idea of like what exactly that looks like for you guys. I'm more than happy with the regular monthly challenges. Hey, that's okay. It doesn't matter how many like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't necessarily have any gift cards or anything associated with it. But
this would be more excuses to paint, like you said. Fun things for us to share with each other.
I am more than happy to support you guys in pushing your boundaries as far as like what you're comfortable painting, and by giving you guys challenges.
Yeah,
I'm happy to do that. I love seeing you guys improve, and I love seeing all the things that you guys paint. So I'm down. I'm all about it.
when do we get to the part where you paint the guy underneath the water?
I'm letting that inner space dry completely. List. I do need to brighten up this. I'll probably put a little bit of some yellowiness into that.
Punisher, all summer long challenge. Finish a model. Tough one, but okay, I'll try. Gameplay says, "Oh dear, I could print a Battle Angel,
oh my gosh,
Alita model that has robot wings. Jordan's NMM gold and silver on those feathers would break me.
Have fun."
But if you did it, that would look pretty cool.
I may or may not have just.
Yeah, I think larger things would probably we even talked about doing a larger like quarterly thing rather than it being again like a monthly.
I mean, monthly challenges aren't going anywhere.
No. Sorry, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, this would be something that we would do in addition to. Because you guys seem to really enjoy doing the challenges. I mean, we get more and more people submitting for the challenges all the time. So
we do all 4 quarters. Do we get $1?
Sure. I
Richard,
guess I'll mail you guys
if
out
you
$1.
do all 4 quarters, I will send you $1.
I will send you $1 as well. So you get $2.
You get $2. 2 crisp $1 bills.
Yep.
And then 4 beautiful models because you painted them.
So I'm kind of doing that.
Yes, you can afford
texture-y,
3
wet
chicken
blending.
nuggets.
Hey Phil, I have some on my desk that's quick acting. Yeah.
What color are you using now?
So this is a mix of the initial red gray that we were using and khaki. I wanted to bring a little bit of that illumination from the sunlight
Christian, he's gone. He can't hear you anymore.
onto the model.
Christian, when are you going to paint something, huh? You want to get one of these robots? Paint one of these? I think you could.
You should. I'm gonna be honest, painting this robot is a blast. Like, ridiculously fun.
Bob Ross style stream would be fun. Follow along.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Be cool if we were able to like have Discord up so that people could send like work in progress photos while we were all working on it together.
That'd be cool.
So that somebody could be like, I'm having trouble with this, and then send it in. We'd pull it up and we could talk about it while everybody's working on it.
That could be a fun stream event.
That would be a really cool stream event idea.
Could do it like on a Saturday or something.
Yeah. Write it down, Gabe.
It's on the whiteboard. Chat, the whiteboard is my brain.
Don't cover up anything that Jen wrote, though.
What? What about stuff that I wrote?
Did you write most of that?
Most of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you can cover up whatever you wrote. As long as Jen doesn't eat it.
Think Jen needs USS Hobby Nerd
Probably not.
Chevalier 5-1.
No idea.
USS Why Is It Phil?
Unlikely.
Probably not. You're bringing Mindwork stock to Adepticon? Yes. The current plan, we are bringing 5 of whatever we have in stock with us. So if for any model that we have in stock and we have enough of, we'll bring 5 of it. I mean, you act as something similar from time to time. Yeah, it'd be super fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like being able to do a class without having everybody here, right? Is kind of the thing that I would like to have it be, sort of feel like.
And you know what we could use?
What's that?
Dexter trainers.
We could.
Come on, that's what they're for, guys. What they're for. Finally got my hands on some fine brown earth texture.
Nice.
Very excited to go.
This is gonna be for your Rohan, right?
To my Rohan. Yes, because I have these tufts that are burning a hole in my pocket since LVO.
I really want to play some Middle Earth strategy battle game with you.
Very fun. It's a good game. I need some more heroes.
Are you guys planning on playing this week?
I have no idea. Probably not.
Okay.
But undecided. Tomorrow's Shelby's birthday.
Oh, right.
So I'm out.
Bummer.
And then Saturday, we're filming.
Yeah. Yeah, this weekend it's not.
And then
I got a day for it.
Yeah, too much.
Is it just you and Chris, or is the whole gang gonna be there?
Whole gang, the 3 of us.
Nice.
Yeah, Philip too. Yeah, should be fun. And kick Philip's butt. Some Age of Sigmar.
So who's playing who?
I'm playing Philip. It is going to be Korn versus Fletcher Quartz. He's gonna get a butt whooping.
He's gonna get himself a butt whooping.
He's gonna get a butt whooping. And I'll probably play some New World.
I am very excited about playing some more Last Epoch.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, it came out yesterday. It's been in early access for the past like 3 years.
Okay.
And it's cool because it's a game that's been in early access for a long time, but is actually getting like a official release.
Is there a picture of the Thanos that is painted in comic style posted anywhere? I checked Insta and Discord and couldn't find it.
I can go grab it really quick.
It is not posted, but you're gonna see it live with your eye holes. While you're playing Last Epoch or New World. I'm guessing you're gonna say Last Epoch and not New World.
While we're playing what?
Wad said I'm playing that too, but I'm asking which one.
Yeah, which one? Wad?
Which one? Probably. Yeah, Last Epoch.
Nice. How far along are you? I think I'm like level 26 or something.
You just got a raid.
Shlamazel. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone.
What is up? What is up?
Welcome. You're welcome, Songer.
Very cool. Very neat. Yeah. What I need to do, chat, is spend a day and take a bunch of pictures of all the miniatures that Jason has sitting up there.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah. We should just have a catalog of painted miniatures that we can use.
True.
And there's a lot over there.
There's a lot over there. There's a lot.
Nice little catalog. I'm gonna use. Try this. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out. I want something a little warmer in hue, but I don't want to go like super crazy with it. So I'm gonna try dark warm flesh. A little bit of this red gray. And see what we end up getting. Oh yeah, nice. That's
so you're just slowly building up super thin layers of
Yep.
dirt and grime.
A lot of this too is me sort of doing a little bit of experimenting with the stone color. To make it feel like it belongs, and then make sure that I'm getting kind of the right hue in relation to both the miniature itself and this like center ring, right? Also want to get a little bit of that warmth from the sun. I want to get some like cool shade from like underneath where it's like sitting on its haunches, right?
I will say, from this angle, the way that you use your brush to point at stuff terrifies me that you're gonna like just put a whole big old thing of
like this
of dark warm flesh all over your beautiful
boom, boom,
yeah like that. Terrifying. Too close.
You get really accurate though.
Well, I started a new rogue last night, still pretty early. Comcast decided it was time to do maintenance randomly and killed my internet for like 3 hours, so didn't get as far as I wanted.
Yeah, to be fair, they've been struggling a lot with getting the load screens to work very well. There's a lot of like connection issues.
Back when WoW Classic first launched, I got super excited because me and a bunch of friends were gonna play, and it was like for 3 days, starting with it was a long weekend. For 3 days, some dude and his dumb friends thought it'd be fun to DDoS all of the WoW Classic servers.
Yeah.
It was awful. I was so upset.
That's the worst one, is when you're like
so
super excited to play a game.
Yep.
And then somebody just like ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like on a weekend that you've been excited for forever.
And not even just a regular weekend, like a long weekend.
Yeah.
Performance wasn't bad by the time I logged on. Nice.
Yeah, I got better throughout the night. My buddies convinced me to play a little bit of Helldivers towards the end of the night. I was like, I'm gonna log off and go wind down for the night. They're like, you want to play some Helldivers with us? And I was like, I mean, I guess.
Dang it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I guess. I'm not really gonna say no. Yeah. I like where we're getting with this warmth. I might need to do some like glazes to bring it down. Because I don't really want it to be super bright. Remember, we want the focal point and all this reflective metallic here to be the brightest points on the model. But like this color here, right? We can bring in some of the reflected color from the earth and kind of glaze it onto the model there. It feels like it's coming from, and do a little bit of it here on the shin.
Crazy, man. You're crazy.
But just painting stuff?
You're crazy.
Why am I crazy?
It's so scary.
I mean, there's no reason I should be scared about putting paint on a model, right? Because I painted this model.
It's true.
So everything that I've done, I can do again.
This is true.
Should never be afraid of giving it a shot.
Dang it, you're right.
New things. Because if you don't do it, you lose out on the knowledge of what your idea could have been. And at the worst case scenario, you have to repaint something. Oh well. I know you guys make fun of me for repainting stuff all the time. I repaint stuff all the time because I'm not afraid of losing that work. I'm not afraid of getting back to that place where I was before. Because I know that when I change that, I can get back to where I was before. And I know that the thing that I'm changing is going to be an improvement, generally.
Paint like you said, prove it. Paint pink NMM and on it, and then do blood effects.
No. No, because I don't want to do that. I would have to want to do that. Also, you guys are getting your pink non-metallic metal. So quit it. You guys are getting what you want. Shelby's not here, so you're not getting it like right now. But, you know, when Shelby's back, calling all chat cowards, harsh. Sounds like Emperor's Children. I mean, it kind of is. I'm specifically making it not by putting, I forget what we called them. Started with a T. And then we put a heart on the other shoulder pad.
That's funny. Shelby won't be back till Monday, though. Yeah,
I'm aware of that.
Sounds like you're getting empathetic robots for a couple days.
Yep. Tushy. Tushy. That's what we were calling it. Tushy. Heine and Tushy. Tushy and Heine. Heine's got a Tushy friend.
That's awesome. Tushy and Heine.
Tushy and Heine. Okay. So, I like where we're getting with the stone. It's a little too smooth. I'll break it up a little bit. Which means more texture. Now the question is, how do I want to get that texture?
Now, too smooth, like it looks like it's all the same stone.
See how it has like a relatively smooth, like there isn't a lot of like rough texture in there. Yeah. It doesn't feel like stone yet.
Yeah.
And what will make it feel like stone is more texture, because
stone has texture.
Stone is not perfectly smooth, right?
Unless it's smooth stone.
So what we can do, we can take some brown wash, which I like the idea of doing this. I need a little bit more than that. Oh,
how's it going, Gosu?
You know what? I got a better idea. Got an even better idea. We're gonna noosh it.
Noosh.
We're gonna noosh it.
We're going to noosh the stone.
Oh, do I have...
Guys, noosh.
Do we have makeup sponges in here?
Noosh.
We do have makeup sponges.
Somewhere.
They're in my office.
Go get them. I'll entertain chat.
I will go grab them. I will be right back, chat. Don't let him entertain you too much.
Run. Sprint. Go quickly. With haste. Go so you're recovering from the plague. Just going through a big eBay lot you got for Warhammer Underworld stuff. That's awesome. Super fun. I got sick last week. Not fun. I was in bed for 20 hours on a Wednesday. Terrible. We don't have any?
No, apparently not.
Are we out?
I thought I had some in my go bag.
Is there any? Did Jason take some with him? Does he have some?
No.
He may have taken it with him.
That's okay. We can do this. We can do this a different way.
We're not, but we need to noosh.
I will get some ordered so that we have some. All right. So we're just gonna take some brown wash.
So sad. I was so excited for some noosh.
We are gonna treat this like noosh, though. So we'll put a bunch of this on.
Yeah, I think he did have noosh with him when he was with Miniac. That's okay. We're doing washes now. Oh, interesting. You're just gooping it on.
Yeah.
So I generally on flat surfaces don't goop it on because I don't want coffee staining. But you're wanting it now. Dang, guys.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a paper towel, and I'm going to break up the edges a bunch. So we get a bunch of the edges like this. And I'm going to stipple.
You can't see.
Like this.
Oh. That's cool.
And we're going to get that kind of rough texture, which will dry a little weird.
I do see now why. I wonder if you could still do that with Noosh.
Yeah, you could.
Just with the paper towel.
Yeah. It makes it you don't have to apply as much.
Yeah, because you're not wiping it. You're just
Yeah, that feels a lot better. Might do another layer of it once it's all dry. What I will do in the interim, though, is I'm going to take and I'm going to brighten up some of these areas on here. Put some, like, real rust feeling in here. And then this I'm going to stipple away. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of, oh sorry, you can't really see it from that angle. Basically what I'm doing is I'm coming in here with a dry brush, not a dry brush, but like a non-wet brush, and I'm stippling away from the blobs, and then into the blobs, and then out again, in a somewhat irregular fashion, so that you get an irregular effect. And I like working wet on wet like this because it ends up giving you a really like non-cohesive but also like very irregular feel. So like for example, because all the paint is still sort of wet underneath this, as I'm doing these stippling like gestures, the paint is blending together. So it is doing a little bit of mixing. So it makes it some places look a little bit more harsh than others, and some will be more softly blended. And then as I pick up more details on top of this, we'll get the outside of this ring as well. Right up against where that bright area is. To give a little bit more contrast. So we have the contrast of desaturated right next to saturated. So it becomes more and more apparent. Because remember, you can find contrast in more than just bright and dark. Contrast is all about differences in texture, differences in brightness and shadow, differences in hue, saturation, textured next to non-textured things. All of that is a form of contrast. This next one I'm going to do right underneath the hand. I also think that there's something really interesting about having a very dirty, kind of rusted like environment and having a robot that's like relatively pristine and clean. I think is a really interesting dynamic to have for the piece. We're also going to get a little bit of like a weird kind of paley rust over here.
It made me feel great. My friend wanted to buy a lot of GW paints. I was like, well, Pro Acryl has a similar color to get this one instead. And he loves them now. Heck yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm putting some of this extra paint in the recesses here because that rust is going to gather in those recesses really nicely. Orange. Oopsies.
What color were you using there?
Burnt orange, or before?
Yeah, sienna.
No, that was warm flush plus the dark flush.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that I moved everything up a little bit. Now we're grabbing our burnt orange. And we're going to brighten up some of this rust. Rust is all about building up layers and layers and layers, especially if you're doing it by hand. Of different colors and textures. You can also take a damp brush and go in and stipple as well once you've gotten those textures kind of established. Get you a little bit of that kind of weird coffee staining effect.
That looks really cool. Dang, that looks crazy. I pre-ordered Noosh from a store that I get a lot of my stuff from online when Noosh came out, and they still don't have enough.
Jeez.
Dang.
Have they made another order yet?
True.
Because we have Noosh right now. Last time I checked.
Yep. We have it in stock right now. Baby J, you've successfully distracted me from work as I keep looking over at this robot sandworm I've wanted to paint for months, thinking about how I could paint it in gold. Go Sue, I need to call him about it. I might cancel and just order from you guys.
Okay. I mean, we've got it, so if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we always support you guys ordering from your local game stores. But, I mean, if you can't get it from them,
yep,
because they're not ordering from us, then
we've got it.
We got it for you. Excuse me.
Game Delay said, have you clipped out any of your explanations on how you painted this metal?
Which metal? The gold?
Your gold.
I don't think even if it's been clipped yet. I've talked about it a few times. When I go back to painting it once I'm done with the base, I think that'd be a good spot for me to start doing it from scratch.
I was like, I wonder if it would be useful to have like small videos where you just hold a model and talk about how you painted a certain thing on it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's nice to also show the demonstration of it too, right?
Yeah.
Like having me actually be able to paint on what I'm talking about, I think is also really important.
One of the reasons I want to use Noosh is so I can layer it with oils and not have to worry about reactivating or having to varnish.
Yeah, that'll do what you're looking for.
I don't see the 55-gallon drum option for the Noosh.
Talk to Christopher.
55 gallons.
Christmas Sushi has got the answer for you there.
Does he?
No. But he's the one who's used the most amount of it in one shot that I ever heard about.
Okay, so I found this website the other day.
Okay. All right.
That does 2D hex maps for like world building and
all
that stuff.
Yeah.
But they are all 3D printable files. So you can build out this 2D hex map with like buildings and castles and trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can get it so that you can have all of the tiles as printable STLs.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
And then you can build it all out on like a table. So cool. So I really really want to build out a control map. Like if we do like a campaign for a game or something, like if we do like an old world campaign, having like tiles that you swap out, like dude, that would be so cool.
I would be so down to do an old world campaign.
So cool.
I love that game. I think that game is dope. I think you'll really like it too. I think it'll be very different for you guys.
Mini wargames, much that stuff. I need to let me look at what the site was.
Because Gabe, have you ever played a rank and flank game before?
No.
Okay, yeah, this would be wild. You got a lot of skeletons to paint though.
Called Master of Realms.
Although if you want, Gabe, we wanted to offer you this potential opportunity.
Oh.
Since I have played it already, and I have my models built and ready to go, and Philip is about ready, if you guys wanted to play a game and I can walk you guys through the rules,
Be fun.
I would be down to do that.
You said this weekend?
I mean, I'm down.
I don't know if I have time this weekend.
I know you're busy this weekend.
But
I was surprised you said this weekend, to be honest.
I thought that's what you said.
No. I was not expecting to do it this weekend. I just meant in general. But I mean, if you guys want to, sure.
T. Schmidt, no, it's called Master of Realms. It looks really cool. Now, I don't know if it is like they have different kinds for like different types of armies in the way that we're thinking. But I feel like you also just paint it that way, right?
Hey, somebody likes
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you. Welcome. Goosker.
Sue, I found something awesome this weekend. Back when I was a little kid, I went to a Ren fair and found this awesome little metal cast miniature. This weekend at the store, I found a resin miniature version of it, and I lost my mind. Just refound my first ever mini without realizing it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's super awesome. That's something that you should paint up and display, for sure. Awkwardness is literally nowhere in far northwest Chicago suburbs that carry PA. They'd have so much business. You'd ring them up. Like, yo, what are you doing?
Let them know that they gotta give us a call. The demand is out there. The demand must be answered.
Yeah.
The call of Pro Acryl is here. So what I'm doing with this, by the way, is I'm dabbing at this with my finger to make it dry, kind of like it is dusty. I want this to kind of be like a weird bit of...
What color is this?
Dust. So this is a little bit of dark yellow green with some pale yellow, or not pale yellow, khaki in it.
Nice. I'm very excited for Adepticon.
This is gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Very, very fun. I have to be careful this time too because we're flying. I can't get as much stuff. You know,
you can get plenty of stuff. Just bring an extra suitcase.
All right, I brought an entire extra suitcase to fill with stuff. I guess I could always put it in the crates, huh?
Yeah.
Just gotta wait for it.
Yeah. I mean that we did it last year. We'll have less stuff coming back than we had going over.
True.
So
it's true.
We're
gonna have some fun stuff.
Go this quick. Dust I'm gonna bring out onto the
stone.
The stone, yeah.
Just dump your clothes when you get there and pack in the minis. Exactly. I'm still waiting for a person out of the water, you know.
I know that one's gonna be a second. That's you know what? Fine. We'll go back to it.
No. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on a roll, man. You're crushing it. It's a con. You need 2 pairs of pants and 5 shirts, and the rest is for models and games. So T Schmidt, I unfortunately have the curse of I bring too many clothes. I need options. I need options. I don't want to wear the same pair of shoes every day. I know it sounds crazy. That's just me.
Do you wear multiple pairs of shoes? Or
I do.
Oh.
I switch it up. Sometimes it's because I like to, if I wear the same pairs of shoes for too many days in a row.
You wear through your shoes really fast.
I wear through them, but also just like they just feel different and like different reasons why they hurt my feet.
Interesting.
So I'll swap them out. I normally wear a Monument shirt. I do wear Monument shirts every day, but I wear different Monument shirts.
Yeah, I do not wear the same shirt every day.
Yeah.
That shows.
No, I'll bring it. You know, I'll probably bring like 2 or I bring 2 pairs of jeans, sometimes 3, and then a pair of 2 pairs of shorts. One for when we load in and one where we load out, because I sweat a lot.
Yeah,
I get sweaty. And then I bring a jacket, maybe 2, sometimes 3. It gets packed real quick. It's packed real quick. Michelle, I'm not on my feet a ton at work. I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like the tongue of the shoe just like is annoying, or maybe it like squeezes my foot too much. I don't know. I just found that when I wear the same pair of shoe every day, it just
it's interesting.
My foot just doesn't like it.
Never heard that before.
But I mean, cool. It's mainly because I just like having different options for shoes. Like, oh, I want to wear this. It's like when you wear a shirt, you're like, oh, I'm gonna wear this shirt today. You know, I'm not feeling this shirt today. That's why I have 4 different hoodies. Feeling this color today, you know. I love the idea of the comfort of Crocs. I do not like the way they look.
Yeah, they're pretty awful looking, in my opinion.
So. Now, if we got a Pro Acryl button to put on them, maybe.
A Pro Acryl button to put on them,
maybe. Croc flip flops, I could get down with that. I do have a pair of Birks. Easy 3D print.
Putting a little bit of brightness into these areas, places where we want the reflections to come up a little bit.
Pig Tofu. Hey guys, just received the flip top caps and I'm making the swaps now. Do you recommend transferring the gaskets as well?
The gaskets don't usually fit super well in the flip tops, because of the way that they are designed.
Yeah. I've heard of people doing both, of not doing it, but because they don't really fit, you don't need them.
Yeah.
The bottles they're different. The caps are just different. But
like if you look at the inside of the bottle or in the inside of the cap, you'll notice that the cap goes all the way down to the in the regular caps. Let me see if I have one that's not been opened yet.
Very long time Gen Con goers, when did the vendor hall stop giving out as much free stuff? Having a conversation with a friend, I'm remembering it started happening around 2016 or so. I don't know.
Perfect. All right. So if you see in here, it's got that big old hole in the top, right? The hole for the other one is significantly smaller. Mm-hmm. And so this can still work, but those other caps do not come with them.
Yeah,
I like the flip tops.
Flip tops are kind of cool. The only thing I do prefer the way that the droppers work. I like the way that the twist droppers
are standard bottles,
standard tops. Yeah. But I love somebody in our office got flip tops and they painted a swatch on the tops of all the flip tops so they knew what color it was in their bag. I was like, that's awesome. I want to do that. I can't even get a protocol checklist poster and Jabe wants a croc button. Sheesh. Well, Ghost Hunter, I personally made a brochure that has all the colors on it, that's up to date, that you can mark off. You ask for one. Like, yo, give me a brochure.
So
you'll get one.
What do we say to Gabe?
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome. You can have a brochure. Actually, I think today they are, because once we get new colors, they'll obviously be out of date. So we have to get rid of all the ones we have. So if you order something from us, pretty sure every order is getting one now.
Oh, a checkoff thing?
What?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, everyone's getting a brochure now. So, or I know that we've been sending them to stores too, so you can go to a store and ask for one. It's got everything, man. Every color.
Gabe is the hero.
What if I ordered something Monday? Yeah. We'll probably, we've got quite a few left, so I wouldn't be surprised if we keep using them until like mid-March. So, but I don't know. We get a lot of orders, so we could go through them quick. But
we do get a lot.
But it'll be a couple weeks. So if you order within the next couple weeks, you'll get one. And then, what if I ordered something Monday, this past Monday? They've probably fulfilled it already. So, probably not. Because that was today.
Yeah, I think the thing Gabe is talking about is like very much a like this just started happening.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
But we will have updated ones at Adepticon with all the fancy new stuff.
Which you're not allowed to know about yet.
Nope.
Don't ask, because we can't tell. We know. Gabe and I know. But we ain't gonna tell you. Because we're just like that, you know? We're those kind of guys. Alright, so I'm doing a little bit of reflections on some areas where the metal is not rusted all the way through.
Goes underneath my store to order texture trainers. I don't think we're doing that yet. But yeah.
We will definitely let you know if and when that becomes a thing.
Oh, we know Ghost Hunter. That's why we said it.
What did Ghost Hunter say?
Said, didn't we already know though? Didn't Jason already tell us about
You
special?
don't know all the colors.
About special fun things? No, but the things we're saying is already things they know.
Oh, you're still not allowed to know.
Nope. Ghost Hunter said, I won't tell them about olive drab and 15 lesser colors. Yeah. So that's the plan. Panic Bomb. Not sure.
I believe Jason said we were looking at maybe doing it a little early.
Who knows? You'll find out. You have to wait and see.
But you'll know when you know.
You'll find out. Don't worry.
Let's see here.
It's
Game
not going
delay.
anywhere.
What are the colors on this gold again? There are 6 colors. The primary colors that you're going to use, there are 4 of them, are burnt orange, dark yellow green, are like the 2 core colors in this color palette.
Those aren't gold.
And then warm yellow.
This seems like a trick.
Huh? What? That these are?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then warm yellow.
This is a trick.
And then pale yellow. The other colors that I also used are gray blue.
What?
Yeah. And brown gray.
What the heck?
Very little brown gray.
Brown gray makes sense.
It's the color that I literally use the least.
That's crazy. Those are the colors that you use to paint that.
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm. You've seen me painting it, Gabe.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You used that. This is for all both the kind of silvery and the gold?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the gold.
Correct.
Okay. That's different.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, where'd you mix in the gray blue and the gold?
Yeah, where'd you put that gray blue and that dark yellow green and that gold?
Yeah, sorry. If it's just the gold, 4 colors.
And you still use the yellow?
This?
Or the not yellow, the green?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Here.
No, you have to show me, but that's still crazy.
No. This is important. So this color right here is that dark yellow green.
Weird.
It's mixed into the base of all of these colors. So like this
Color's crazy, man.
is, yeah, so like if I were to mix the 2 colors here, I have some on the palette. Mix this here, boop. Put this here, boop. Shoot it down. If I mix more of the green into the orange, we get more of this kind of pale color here. I'll just paint on the back of this.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Weird.
And then I can go heavier on the burnt orange.
Weird.
And get something closer to this. Which is a lot warmer. Or I can go really closer to green. By doing this color.
That's cool.
Right?
Yo, man, that's pretty cool.
There's lots of options that I have here to build up this gold and add lots of nuanced color to it. You can see it a lot in the leg too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see that green down into here. With the
It's
red
weird.
right
I
next to
just
it.
never think of green as being a color that's in gold, but it looks. I mean, it looks like gold.
Well, remember, green is adjacent to yellow, so
Well, yeah.
you're going to see greens in a lot of golds, especially as you get cooler.
Yeah.
So, having both warm and cool colors, like you can see here how this reflection on the back part of this head starts getting really cool. It gets this kind of greenish hue to it, versus like on the side here where it's warmer.
Yeah, color theory is wild.
And same thing, as we wrap around the side, you see it transition from like nice warm yellow to a little bit of more of that reddish color down into this green down here. And you'll notice that all across the model. It'll go from, you know, warm colors, warm colors, warm colors, cooler colors down in here.
Pig Tofu asks, has all this been done with standard brushwork, or did you start with a dark yellow-green airbrush?
I've not airbrushed on this model at all.
Yeah, I think it's just straight up from
black.
Black primer, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, from black primer.
Game Boy colors I didn't get in my big paint order. Burnt orange, warm yellow. Burnt orange is an absolutely amazing color.
Amazing color.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you should have it because it is truly a killer color.
Yeah. We can't see.
Sorry.
It's a game like what you could do now. You could order it, right? And you'll get a brochure. And then you can check things off.
Yep.
Got you.
Like the idea that there's a little bit of this reflective metal kind of peeking out underneath all this rustiness.
Mo, we have a brochure. That's a story. We have brochures that are updated now with all the colors, and they have there's tons of them on one page. You can check them all off, the ones you have. Super fancy. Made it myself.
Gabe made it himself because he wanted it himself. He's like, this is the thing I need. I need it in my life.
Well, okay, so we weren't doing it on every order until today. So now you can get one.
All right, we're doing that brown.
Can we get Don Mahogany merch too? One day. I know, Mo, I'm so sorry. But we'll have updated ones anyways. So in some weeks. And then the website also has, if you go on the website, there should be a swatch. If you go to colors, can't remember the exact menu item it is, but there is a menu item. I think that's just click Pro Acryl colors. It should take you to a page with the swatches and a list. I think the only thing that those ones are missing are the fluorescents, which we need to add to those. But you could also like snipping tool that and print it out. Teach me to ask Jabe if you already mocked up the next brochure since you know the secret colors now. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Time to order noosh.
Time to order noosh indeed. Now here's an interesting thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some warm yellow and do some glazing. We gotta add. Oh, we're not gonna do that yet, actually. Can't do that quite yet. All right. So then, what we're gonna do is we're going to bring up jade, and we're gonna start painting this water. Grab some jade. Grab some khaki.
Jade said, I don't know what's worse, scale jail or painting teeny tiny cords and chains on a ghost-like being. Both. Both are worst.
Both are worst.
Both are worst.
Is there one that's worster than the other?
Ghost Hunter scale jail, like when painting like a ton of tiny scales, like Baby J did. Also, we can't see. We should have Chris maybe pull that camera down a little bit.
It's a tough angle, to be honest, because it's like up inside this thing. I'd have to like take the arm off of this model.
True. The model has this insane flowy dress with the cords and chains all mixed through pieces. Dang.
That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool model though.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Punisher said there's often a correlation between how much of pain in the ass a model is to paint and how cool it is.
That is accurate, actually.
Jade said I'll post a work in progress before ending the night. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Awkwarders have a Banshee model that's kind of the same fabric cord and chain everywhere. Yeah. What I really need to do is get a printer. I need a 3D printer.
I just don't want to have to deal with the...
I feel like dealing with it, but then the options you get now, you know?
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Oh, painting skin now.
Paint some skin. We're kind of the point where I want to start, like, establishing blocks of color in places.
Yeah.
So that I can really feel, get a feel for where things need to be color-wise.
Punisher just started building Bellacore that's either going to be a really fun or soul-crushing model. Likely both. I have a unpainted Bellacore sitting on my shelf. And Jason makes fun of me for not painting it. And a what's it called? Archeon.
You do have
Mo,
Archeon.
we cannot because we need to make texture trainers. So they're being used. When they're not being used, then generally they're pretty cool with that. But unfortunately, no sir. Can you print resin outside in Phoenix summer heat? The only place I can put it is in the garage. Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to kind of just tune it, because it gets really hot, but then the temperature changes so quickly at night. So if you're, it'll still print okay. You should be tune your settings correctly for the heat, but that where I've heard that it gets really tough is the transition between day and night and how the drop off of heat. If you like start printing it at like 5 o'clock and it's like an overnight print, the drop in temperature could be 30 degrees. So,
which is significant.
Yeah. Did you glue all extra chains and bits into the wings already and wings onto body? Yes. Unfortunately, I did. I built it so I could play with it and wanted to have it all done, and I regret it.
And I regret it.
But I also have I'm in a place now I just need to paint stuff. So I want it to be like super intricate and detailed, but what I might just do is do a zenithal, do a shadow highlight underneath. You know, or shadow not highlight, but like a shadow kind of underneath and go from there. Just leave it dark. Yeah, go from hot to less hot, but still hot. Do not miss the 40-degree drop in temperatures from day to night in the desert. Yeah, it's pretty rough. We'll go from like 115 during the day to 85 at night, 90 at night. A lot. Big drop. Trying to determine what will be worse, painting the wings around all the chains and stuff, or painting the wings separate and gluing all the chains on afterward without making a mess of it. Probably painting it separate and then putting the chains on. I think it will be like, yeah, even if you do make a mess, the tiny bit of fixing that you'd have to do would be less frustrating than all of the time you'd spend like trying to get into the crevices and stuff. Source, I've achieved something today. I closed about 150 tabs I've had open for months in my browser. That's not good. Does that also mean you haven't rebooted your computer in months? Because that's also very not good.
You should probably do that.
You should probably do that. As somebody who worked in IT for 5 years as an engineer, you should reboot your computer. Do it. Reboot it. Turn it off and on again. It fixes everything.
Well,
it does.
Everything. Most things, though.
You'd be surprised.
What it'll fix?
Yep. Is that why my work computer I never shut down sounds so angry? Yes.
I love how somebody way back in time said that it was better for a computer. Literally told me to my face. They're like, it's better for your computer to never turn it off. And I was like, yo.
Source says, someone who works IT for the last 20 years, I know how to turn on start with previous session in my browser. Ooh, you got me. Nice. Then yeah. That is an achievement. Thank you for calling IT. If you try turning it off and on again, actually fixes a lot. It's funny how frustrated people get when you tell them, "Could you reboot it for me?"
Yeah,
and they're like,
no.
Well, okay, the first thing that you get is, "I've already done that," and you're like, "Well, can you just do it again for me while we're on the phone?"
Yeah,
and half the time it's because you need to double check to make sure they actually did. We used to have like little agents on when I worked there, we had agents on computers so we could like see what was going on when it started up. So that was the other half of it, was like I just needed to see it on boot up, like what happens.
Yeah.
But they get very frustrated. They get very angry. It's like, I've done that already. Like, okay, we'll just do it again. And then they'll do it and you're like, all right, it's fixed. I'm like, what'd you do? I'm like, well, we rebooted it. And it's the best thing. Source says, I work primarily with supporting Mac users, so I even get the Macs don't need to be rebooted sometimes, which is pure BS. Yeah. Everything needs to turn off at some point. When you go to bed, you go to sleep. You go every night. You take a nap.
You know what's really funny is I had that same thing happen a lot when I was selling phones. People would be like, "Why is my phone not working?" It's like, when was the last time you power cycled your phone?
Yeah.
They're like, uh, um,
You can do that?
never.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, turn it off and then turn it back on again.
Sources, are you calling me computer? Maybe.
Hello, computer.
Ghost Hunter, I love my Linux machine. I rarely have to restart it. I don't think computers need naps.
Well, they take them whether you like it or not.
Yeah, BRB rebooting brain. Yeah, passing out from exhaustion is like when you when you overheat. And it has to force shut down. That's what force shutdown is. Source, you don't tuck your computer in at night?
Your
Little blankie?
computer's very sad.
Yeah. Sounds like you have a sad computer. I do. This is so bad. I just need to fix it. I have a fan that's not, I think it just like when it starts up is like off just slightly like on its rotation. So it sounds like it just has a very annoying sound. It's loud. Not very loud, but it's like loud enough to be like, stop, please.
Is it as annoying as my fans were?
It doesn't sound like broken annoying.
Yeah.
It just sounds loud annoying.
Got it.
And one time I like placed something on top, or like I like knocked something on it or against it, and it stopped. And I was like,
No.
oh, okay. But the problem now is that it only ever does that on startup. So like when I shut it down and turn it back on, then it does that.
Oh.
And I have to wait like 5-10 minutes for it to like keep going, and then I'll just reach my hand up and just smack it, and then it stops. It's great.
Oh my god.
Probably not good for my
Computer?
my glass, but
or your motherboard.
but
any part of that whole system.
But it stops the shaking of my fan. So either turn it off and on again, or hit it really hard. That usually fixes it. Jade, work in progress update posted. Oh, I'm looking at it. Yeah, good old kick of the tires fixes most car issues. Probably works on computers too. All right, Jade, we're taking a look.
You're taking a look. I'm unable to take a look right now.
Oh yeah, because we don't have. Do we have Discord on here? We do. I don't know who signed in though, and I don't want to take a risk.
Yeah.
Monument. Work in progress. Oh dang, that is sick. That's a really cool model. But yes, there are so many tiny chains and cords. Holy moly. This is looking really cool, Jade. Oh, the green on the like the magic coming out of the dude. So cool. Super, super cool.
Man, I love these days when they happen because when people like don't show up on like today and they come in tomorrow and they come into stream and they're like, "What happened to your model?"
Yeah.
Like, what? Last time I looked, you were painting something pink, and now you have like water painted in your model. Like, what's happening?
The transitions you did on the blue too, just the like, it feels very ethereal. You nailed it. You nailed it. This looks really, really cool. Ooh, and the like the stone on the scythe or branches. That's super cool. That looks really, really awesome. Well done.
Well done.
Freaking nailed it.
Idea 2 is I really want to bring.
Gameplay. The only problem with trying to copy what Baby J has just done is that I'll be comparing my model to what Baby J has just done.
Don't do it. Compare it against your own work.
I have to add some finishing to that stuff and pop the green out of the lantern for some OSL. That will look really cool. I'm very excited to see that. You'll have to keep us updated. Jade, is this a display piece or is this for? I guess it looks more like a display piece, but are you also using it for a game like D&D or something? Because that would be a very scary boss. Display, yeah, nice. I need to find a good way to display my miniatures.
Cases are usually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't love how much space there is left sometimes. There's a couple I'm looking at. But
I mean, the cases that I have are really nice.
yeah.
They're a little pricey, but
I have mostly armies, like dudes. And it works. I just feel like there's so much space in between the next shelf. And I don't like the unused space.
Well, you can get more shelving.
Well, yeah. But
like that's a problem we can solve.
Gosu, my dad has this awesome little display case that comes pre-lit and rotates the mini around on it for the Abaddon versus Lokin diorama I did for him. That's sick. Display more model, Gabe. I will. I have one from IKEA and there's a lot of wasted space. That's my only thing, is the wasted space. And then if I were to do the shelves perfectly for armies, I feel like they'd be so close together. But I've got some ideas. I'll come up with something. I know a guy who makes woodworking stuff. My dad. Like, yo, Dad.
Do this thing for me, please.
Make me a cool thing.
He already makes you cool things. You don't need any more help with that, Gabe.
Jade says this is the second big model I've done. I used the airbrush more to add color rather than only primer after doing the January challenge. Heck yeah, that's awesome. After I started doing color with an airbrush, I can never go back.
It's so true.
Just to be able to get so much coverage done. And also kind of break that habit of, at least that I built, of base coat, wash, highlight, which is still a really good method, but just for everything in the way that I was looking for my stuff to look, I was always so upset with how it came out, and it would just demotivate me. That now using an airbrush, I feel like I get those really nice transitions that I'm looking for without doing too much, and then I can just build on those really, really well. And even then throwing, like, even if I did all that and then wash highlight, it just has that extra oomph to it that I really enjoy. Weathering was a eureka moment for me that made me love my models, and airbrushing was the icing on the cake. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Are you gonna paint? So is that black on the outsides gonna stay black?
This, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It has a little bit of texture to it, but
Always keep it black.
oh no, it doesn't. It's just smooth. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it black.
Nice. That'll be cool.
I'm not sure I love this like yellowish hue around the rim of this.
Yeah, I think
I think it's too much.
it's too much. I think if you did like a gray, or even did kind of more like a black, would look good.
Yeah.
Or just cooler. I think cooler will contrast really well off of the. You still have a lot of warm with all the rust too. You could do like a super, super thin, transparent black and transparent blue over it. Wonder what that would look like. Maybe bad. Maybe that was a bad idea.
No. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
I've been using transparents a lot lately.
So nice. Are freaking awesome.
So great. It feels like cheating. It's like, what if I had cheat codes to paint miniatures, and that's what transparents feel like? Four p.m. MT was that eureka moment for me. It is 3:58.
It's 3:58. That might be a tomorrow fix.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's already 4. Dang, this week has flown by.
You're holy cow.
This week has flown by.
You are not wrong.
Got a lot of cool things coming, folks. We're working hard.
We are.
So you can have them.
We hope you guys are excited about all the fantastic things we got going on.
Yeah. We're very excited. Chuck has officially finished the training.
Nice. Congratulations,
yeah,
Chuck.
Great job.
You gonna go celebrate?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to celebrate?
I'm gonna go eat a whole pizza.
Boosters, how you celebrate? I eat more candy. Anyone know what that's from?
Nope.
Nobody? Nice, Charlie. Game delay got it. Augustus, how will you celebrate? I eat more candy. We're going out this weekend and getting him a fantastic milkshake and good food.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome.
Be proud of yourself, Chuck. That's a lot of work.
Augustus, darling, save some for later. So funny. The movie's great. While it is not the original, it's still funny. It's 4 o'clock.
It is. Well, sounds like it's probably time.
We've hit that time
to boot it all up and send it all out. You want to throw down some links for us?
Heck yeah.
Sir Gabery.
Heck yeah.
And I shall finish this blend and take us out. 1 second, chat. We are in the midst of a juicy little blend of color. Alright. So, now we're at a nice little spot where
heck yeah,
a little bit of that color in there. Pretty cool. I think color works really well with
yeah.
this. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at now. So it's all about just making it all feel tightened up, buttoned up. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. You guys have been wonderful as always. Gabe has so kindly put up all the store links at my request. We've got the store link up there for you if you guys want to pick up any of the paints that we've been using here or this wonderful miniature from My Works Games. You can find them all at the store link. Don't forget, we are Monument Hobbies.
We are Pro-Acryl.
We are also Pro-Acryl.
We are.
But we make all these fantastic paints here in Phoenix, Arizona, and ship them out to you guys so you can paint with them in your homes or on the go if you're interested in a go bag, which we can also find at our store link. Or also at a friendly local game store near you at our FLGS link. You can find any stores near you that carry our product. It's a great place to go if you're out of the country as well, just because international shipping and customs and things like that, it's expensive to get stuff shipped over. You can find some local distributors that might have shipped some product out to some stores near you. So check out the link. We have a lot of those stores. We're adding new stores to it all the time. Don't forget to join our Discord if you haven't already. It's a great place to hang out, ask painting questions when we're not live. You can join over 3,500 amazing artists and a ghost hunter on Discord. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel as well. All of our shorts get posted up there, all of our long form video content, as well as all of our live streams that get saved and booted over to YouTube after a couple of days. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're going to find somebody to raid. Don't forget, we stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're going to join us with a raid. Yep. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Here, come say goodbye.
Say bye. Say bye to Mom.
Goodbye.
Bye.